If you've ever thought, I want a dom-sub dynamic, but I don't know how to trust someone or myself, then this conversation is for you. Today, you'll hear from two of my actual students who didn't have it all figured out. They're David and Dana, a couple in my All Access Pass program, and they struggled with control, confidence, and communication, just like most people do. I'm Alessandra from Dom-Sub Living, and this is what real growth inside a DS relationship actually looks like. Welcome to the Dom-Sub Living podcast. So welcome, David and Dana. It's so nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's nice being here.
Mm-hmm. And so just to kick off our interview, David, we'll start with you. So why don't you begin by just giving us kind of like an overview of your journey and how you got started with the Dom-Sub lifestyle?
Well, I've always wanted to do this type of thing, and Dana's done it before, and she kind of brought me into it. So I've been doing a lot of research to learn everything I can about it, to be a good dom for her.
Yeah, that's commendable too. When sometimes it can be, the opposite, and that's okay, where, the submissive kind of, brings up everything and has this long list of things that they want. So it's really good seeing you take the initiative in that, to be, the dom that she wants you to be and that you want to become for her. And then, so Dana, what were some of the mindset hurdles that you had to overcome on your journey as a submissive?
Well, the first time it was just learning to give up control. So I was always the one in control. I was always, on my own. So I was like, okay, everything's my way. And when I was introduced to it, it was, okay, now I have to give it up. And when I gave it up, it was just like, wow, it's kind of refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
So giving up control was like the biggest one I had. And then the trust. I'd been hurt really bad in past relationships where trust was just broken, and I had a hard time trusting anybody. And then just like the negativity about myself,
Mm-hmm.
it was, I grew up, you know, always the bigger kid, and and there are times I get on myself, and having Dave, he's encouraging, he's uplifting. It's, no more negativity about yourself. So, and being a sub, it just kind of, everything just kind of falls in line. It helps put me in that better mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that, and especially like you shared, and thank you for sharing that about, coming from other past relationships where maybe you didn't get that trust and maybe you did try to give up control, but then it just, you got hurt, like you said. And I love how, David, you don't let her get away with the negative self-talk. I think that's so good. That's something my dom does too. When I get in one of those ruts, he'll say like, "You're not allowed to talk about my property that way," and he'll he'll make me say like three good things about myself. So yeah, we definitely need our doms, helping us when we get those different mindset gremlins. So that's good. And then what about for you, David? Like, what were some of the mindset hurdles that you had to overcome on your journey as a dom?
To go against the norms of what how everything is supposed to be. Like, you're supposed to be totally nice to your woman, not say anything to them, and treat them like princesses.
Hmm.
But I've learned that it's kind of fun to treat her a little rough every once in a while.
There's definitely fun in that.
Yeah.
I had to learn how to be in total control again too, because my last relationship, I kind of lost myself, and I had to find myself again, and Dana's helped me with that.
Hmm. Yeah, there's definitely trust on both parts, especially I think when the the man is the dom, because like you said, there's so much, that you're told that you have to, treat your wife or your girlfriend so delicately. You can't be, toxic masculinity, never hit a woman. And here, you're doing BDSM and impact play. It's like kind of goes against all the things you've been ingrained. So, yeah, I can definitely see that. And then maybe David, you can go into maybe just some of the best tips you found along the way for mastering your mindset as a dom.
Knowing that you're in control of things and responsible for her safety and well-being is all on your hands. It's actually a great feeling.
Hmm. Yeah, I can see that.
And I've actually learned a lot about it through the Dom sub training course too. So it
Hmm.
really made things easier on me.
No, that's good. That's good to hear. Thank you.
He's always coming home or at night when I get off work. I learned this today, and we'll talk about it. So
Mm.
he's very excited about it. I'm happy for him. So
Well, that's good. And you mentioned, David, that taking care of her safety and well-being is so important for you. So can you maybe just share like maybe one or two practical ways that like you make sure that you're looking after her safety or her well-being so we can just kind of see what this looks like in practice?
I make sure that we have the safe words. So if she doesn't, so if I hit too hard or anything, she'll let me know. And if the something's too tight, she will
Hmm.
definitely let me know, and I will stop and loosen it up. And if she says to stop, I'll go ahead and stop completely.
That's good. That's good. And Dana, are you like comfortable now in this new relationship being able to like speak up when you need to, when you either safe word or to say, hey, this isn't working for me? Because I know you said like being in past relationships, there wasn't a lot of that communication and trust.
but so with him, even though he's learning, he's like brand new to all this stuff. Dabbled in it in the past. He's very receptive to anything I say. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if there's really something he wants to try, but I'm very uncomfortable with it, we'll gradually go forward. But if it's something that I really don't want to do, he's all for it. It's he's very easy to talk to. He's very open minded with it. Um, so it's great. I love the fact that he found the training course, and he's had me go on it, and I've learned a lot, and it's been a great thing for the both of us.
Mm-hmm.
And
So
who
what would
knew
you,
that the pain could be that pleasurable.
yeah, no, definitely. It is. And so, so I take it you're then the masochist, then you
No,
enjoy the pain.
not really. No, some of it, yes, but not too much of it.
Hmm. Yeah. It's definitely not for everyone, but sometimes like when you find the one things that you do like and the intensity that you like, you can, just play around with it. And that's the good thing about kink is that it's so diverse and there's so many different kinks. And with each kink, you can do them in different intensities. So it's just so much to explore. Like, me and my Dom have been doing this for years and we're still exploring different ways to do things, different combinations too. So, it always definitely keeps us both on our toes. But so Dana, what would you say are just some of the biggest tips for you for mastering your mindset as a sub?
Honestly, mine is the trust.
Hmm.
I mean, trust and communication go together, but mine is trust because I have to be able to trust him completely. So if there's a doubt of any trust, then it's just not going to work because I got to be able to trust him that he can read my body language when it's too much,
Hmm.
or that I know if I say, a safe word or hey, stop, 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 he's going to stop.
Hmm.
And then if it's not a safe word, and if I say stop, then we stop and talk about, okay, well, what can we do different?
Hmm. Yeah.
So
That's thanks for sharing that because that's so important too after a scene to not just be like, well, that didn't work. I guess we can never do that again, but just talking about, well, why did it happen? What were the aspects I didn't like about it? And what could we maybe change or explore differently? Or what should we do the next time we kind of run into this thing where, one of us doesn't like it, so it's so good having conversations like that. I bet, like, for both of you, BDSM and kink is probably a lot different than you imagined coming into it. A lot of people come into it with these, kind of like the 50 Shades of Grey, where it's, all about BDSM play and, whips and chains and all that. And then you realize, like, the majority of what you're doing is like talking and communicating and working on trust. So it's like, have you found that for yourself? It's kind of a lot different than you started with.
so
Oh, definitely, because 50 Shades of Grey is actually the movie that made me want to start looking into it. So it's funny you brought that up.
he had never watched it before, and I've obviously watched it. And he was like, "Oh, well, it's not just beating the crap out of somebody," and I'm like, "No, it's not." He's like, "Oh, well, I want to learn more about this. I'm going to try this," and that's kind of where it started.
Hmm. Yeah, and that's a good thing. I mean, so many people will bash that movie, but I'm always like, it's actually not that bad because it did get a lot of people interested in it, and then they're able to learn about it and educate themselves. And now you're both here, and you're in the Doms of Living community, and learning even more. So yeah. But I'm sure what you envision things were going to be like are completely different than the reality though. But you're able to make it your own, and that's like one of the beautiful things about it.
Yeah, it's like having just a regular relationship with just a little kink to it. It's no big
Yeah.
thing. Or
Hmm.
a lot of kink if you really
Or a
want.
lot of kink, yeah, whichever one. You can go back
Everyone
and
you
forth
want.
too. Yeah, so and then Dana, let me see. I think I asked that one. But what would you say, Dana, what would you say is like the key action step that everyone can take to improve their dom sub dynamic? Like if you had to give people advice, what do you think the key thing that they should do?
Honestly, just be honest with each other. Open up. Trust is the biggest thing with me, and I know I've said it a couple times, but you got to be open minded. You got to trust one another. You learn as much as you can. I mean, especially about one another. I know
Hmm.
some people that do it just for fun, but like we're in a relationship, we have to know everything, and
Hmm.
I know how to push his buttons when I'm in the bratty phase, and he knows it, and we just and to have fun.
Yeah.
That's
Hmm.
like the biggest thing is have fun with one another.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And I think you're so true that like the honesty really has to be there because when you think about it, the stuff we're doing, we're like literally putting our lives in each other's hands, especially, when you start doing even, hardcore things, but like hardcore things, but even the softer things with rope and stuff, something can go wrong. So you really have to trust this partner and be totally honest with them about what's going on, what you're feeling. Um, so yeah, you have to be completely safe in and out of the bedroom and have that level of trust with your partner. And is it true, David? Can she be a brat?
Yes. She can be a big brat. I
I
usually
don't.
do a good job of taming the brat though. It's no big.
It doesn't need to be tamed. She's just fine. Yeah. I don't think she's a brat.
You haven't seen her. She's being good right now.
Well, that's your training. You've got good training. And then, so David, I'll ask you that question too. So, what would you say is like the the key action step everyone can take to improve their dynamic?
I think communication is one of the biggest. We
Mm-hmm.
communicate about everything. We make sure that nothing is basically nothing is open. We talk about everything
Do you have
and
a like, oh, go ahead.
negotiating what we're gonna do, what we don't like, what we do like. It's we we talk about everything.
Mm-hmm. Do you have like set times you communicate, or is it just when something comes up, or is it like end of the day, end of the week, or before scene, after scene? So like, what is like your communication style kind of?
Usually at the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
when we both get together and after work and everything, we will talk a lot and then we'll have some fun.
No, that's good. Especially after a long day at work and you need to decompress. It's good to just get everything off your chest and then like you said, go have some fun and get all the stress from the day out there that way too. So that's good. And then, like I said, I know you're both really active in our Dom Sub Living community. You're always posting and responding to others, and I really appreciate that so much. But so, is it okay if, when people are watching this, is it okay if they're able to reach out to you and connect with you there? Because I'm sure so many people are, going to be listening to your story and just be really inspired and want to pick your brain too.
Absolutely.
Oh, definitely. I'm always
That's
open to
good.
questions, and also we can probably learn from each other.
Hmm.
So that would be great.
Yeah, that's why I love the community so much because people are just so diverse. Some people are bedroom only, some people are single, some people have a partner they've, been vanilla with for so long and now they're just turning to kink. People from all around the world. So, yeah, I just really love having you both in the community too. It's definitely just really added to the conversations, and I really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
It's been great.
Wow, I hope you enjoyed that conversation with David and Dana as much as I did. I'm genuinely so proud of them and the growth they've had together, and I'm really grateful they were willing to share their journey so openly. If you want to connect with them or continue these kinds of conversations, they're both active inside our private community. And if you want support, structure, and training like they had, you can check out the All Access Pass at domsubliving.com/all access. All the links and resources mentioned are in the description for this episode. I hope this interview sparked something for you and reminded you that real, healthy Dom sub dynamics are built step by step. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss future interviews and trainings. And until next time, keep embracing your power and pleasure through Dom sub living.